Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning meet of IndiaNivesh. This is Mehul Kothari from the research desk. Today is 4th March 2020. Well, a much needed relief rally was witnessed on the T Street during yesterday's trading session. The benchmark index ended its 7 days losing streak and closed in green amid the positive global cues. The index Nifty spot started the session with an upside gap but remained volatile throughout the day to eventually close with a significant gains of around 1.5%. It retested 11,300 mark. On the other hand, if we see Nifty Bank Index underperformed a bit and surged more than a percent to recapture 29,000 mark. The overall market breadth remained highly volatile yesterday but ended in the favor of advancing counters. On the sectoral front, if we see all the group indices ended with decent gains. Among the gainers, Nifty Metal and Nifty Pharma stocks were the top performers, which ended with a rise of more than 5% each. The broader market indices like Nifty Mid Cap 100 and Nifty Small Cap 100 also recovered sharply by around 1.9% each. So technically, if we see Nifty has closed above 11,300 mark, which is a sign of temporary strength. But if you see, the index is still in the range of Monday's trading session. Monday's session's range was around 400 points, which is from 11,430 to 11,030 odd levels. So Nifty for the coming session is likely to oscillate with high volatility within this range. So one can buy near to the lower end of this range and sell near to the higher end of this range. So unless there is any major trigger in the markets, we don't see either a breakout or breakdown in the index. So a breakout or a breakdown will now dictate further trend for the Nifty. For the coming session, 11,200 is a support and upside resistance is at 11,350. With regards to Bank Nifty is also stuck in a trading range of around 1200 to 1300 points, that is from 29,800 to 28,500, because it's the overall ranges of Monday's session, which was quite huge. For the coming session, we feel that 29,000 to 28,800 could be a strong support for the Bank Nifty, because below 28,700 yesterday's low will be broken and there could be further selling in the market. So one can look for intraday buy near to 28,800 odd levels with a strict stop loss of 28,650 for Bank Nifty. With regards to stock, Berger Paint has confirmed lower top and lower bottom formation on the daily chart, so one can look forward to sell Berger Paint. Cadila is, we have a sell call on Cadila, so Cadila is again sell on rise. With regards to buying candidates, we feel Hindalco could bounce around 4 to 5% from here on, but it should be accumulated on dips near to 155 odd levels. So Hindalco is a buy. Hero Moto is quite oversold, so there could be a possibility of 6-7% relief in Hero Moto on the upside. So Hero Moto can be a buy. IGL is also turning from a decisive support, so IGL one can look for a buy on dips. So that's it on the technical front. I'll hand it over to Mr. Dharmesh Kant. Thank you very much, everyone.
Good morning, all. So the much-awaited rate cut came from US Fed yesterday, and the chances are that after the G7 meet, that at least 17 more central banks will pump in liquidity at their own end in their own countries, and expectation is that even RBI will do so before the policy meet, which is scheduled in the first week of April. So all the banks have started pumping in liquidity into the economy. What it will do immediately is that will lower the borrowing cost of most of the corporates. So, but that advantage has been will be translated into the profitability of the corporates. But the economic slowdown, the concern is about the virus, how soon it can be controlled. So to my mind, continuity of this bull run will depend on the news flow regarding the virus being contained in China and also in the world. And if that happens, then it can be a mind-blowing rally, because one is that things are under control. The second is liquidity has already been pumped into the economy, and this can drive the market crazy. Though one should be very clear about the fact next 2 quarters of earning will show a degrowth, significant degrowth in most of the sectors. So having that in mind, and being very sure about the fact that it would be more of a liquidity driven rally, one has to be very nimble footed and careful about stock picking. So as of now, we will it's a wait and watch kind of thing, because nothing can be predicted on the I mean medical grounds. Even doctors and medical experts are unable to comment on how the entire thing will unfold. So it's that will keep the unseen events more tentative. So trade carefully, be nimble on tradings. One may see a continuity of the bounce back which commenced yesterday, and cyclicals are the ones, domestic centric cyclicals like cement, domestic metal companies like maybe a JSW Steel or a SAIL can see a far better response. Hero Motocorp Mehul has already pointed out to Maruti. These are the counters where one should be looking for making trading gains. In private sector banks like ICICI Bank, looks pretty attractive after the correction. So these are the stock areas which one should be concentrating on this pullback rally. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.